I guess the last real thing to discuss is health, like how you get extra health and, you know, the whole topic of XP and all that stuff. So, this is something that I've wanted to discuss, but I've been procrastinating on it because, I'm trying to stream Bug Fables and trying to do as much as I can with that and Paper Mario before Origami King is out, of course. So if you wanted to check that out, you could. I'm having fun with Bug Fables right now. It's amazing, of course. But yeah, not to get too off topic. How does Mario get health in this game? Part of me thinks that it's HP up hearts that are scattered around the world. That's the worst case scenario. I mean, it can be done right with Metroid and stuff like that, but I think for a game like this, I'd want to actually, level up and get health, right? That's what I would prefer, right? That's a lot of people's preferred method. If there is one thing that I'm happy about, though, like, I'll give credit where credit is due, it's that HP is not tied to story progression anymore like it was in Color Splash. It's not like that anymore. Mario starts off with 50 HP like he does in Color Splash. However, getting additional HP is not like that game. Okay? We see Mario's HP at 50, right? Like I said, starts off like it does in Color Splash, that number. But then, say for example here, we see that Mario's HP is 140. And all throughout the trailer, like the first trailer, well, not like all throughout, but there are a lot of moments in the first trailer, there's a lot of moments in the overview trailer where you see Mario's HP, and if there's one thing that I have definitely noticed, it's the fact that Mario's HP goes up by an increment of 5, like the classics. I mean, every game other than Color Splash went up by 5, I guess. You know what I mean, it's been a while. If there is some player influence, but it's not like Sticker Star either, with getting HP, then I'll be happy with that. But obviously, like I said before, preferred method is XP for health. If part of the reason that you get 5 digits of coins this time around, yes, that is a thing. With Sticker Star, they increased it to 4 digits, and now with Origami King, it's 5. Like, 1 coin shy of 100,000? Like, that's absolutely insane. I don't think there's 6 digits. I doubt it. I think it's 5. We don't need 6. With that money, hopefully you can have some incentive to, use it, right? Like, there may be some HP upgrades that you can use for money, Like, you get money from battles, you can use that money to get stat upgrades and accessories, which is not exactly badges, but it's a form of it. Like, there seems to be a lot here that has a lot of player influence, and I hope HP is one of them. Because, yeah, like, it cannot be tied to story progression. Like, there's absolutely no way that it can be, because of the fact that Mario's HP goes up by 5 each time. It's not up by 10 each time because there's a 5, and it's not up by 15 each time because we've seen differences in 5 health. So it's an increment of 5 like the classics, like the older games in general. I mean, it's been proven that your companions that do fight with you are going to be in the fight for the whole time, as shown in this screenshot, so that's amazing. Might as well get that out of the way. Might as well just show that. Really happy about that. And then the other thing, I guess, to talk about, the last thing, is the whole confetti thing. Confetti is basically your XP in the game, as far as I'm aware. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's what that's going to be. Like, there's a lot of evidence pointing to confetti being the reward after battles. I mean, heck, after this, you can see Mario getting confetti when he runs the guy over, so I don't know, maybe that's like a whole bump attack badge, or, hey, you're strong enough for this particular enemy, you can just one-shot it in the overworld type thing. Like, maybe that's what the car does. Or maybe it's just a coincidence that you're riding around in the car, like you can still initiate battle with the car, but you're still stronger. I don't know, we'll have to see exactly what that is. Point is, though, you get confetti from battles. And the difference in this game compared to Color Splash is that you actually need to use confetti to progress through the game, and the only way to get confetti is from enemies. So there is incentive to battle. Like, not just incentive, there are moments where you actually have to. And I don't just mean like, oh, you know, boss fights, you know, mandatory fights. No, I'm talking about like random encounters. You know, like I'm talking about normal battles. You will need to use confetti, right? Like you need to get confetti from battles. And unlike paint, it seems like you don't get that much confetti, right? Like we've seen, you know, this, and this, right? Like we've seen all these colors and we've seen all of these states, you know, of the bag indicating how full it is and how empty it is, right? You could have a full bag, fill up a hole, and I don't know, it seems like there's half left. Like there's around 50% left of the bag. I mean, I guess it depends on how big the hole you're filling is. But all the same though, this doesn't last. So it seems like you're going to need to battle constantly, or fairly, like a fair amount, to refill your confetti bag. You know, like there are moments where you have to fill up holes because Mario cannot get across said holes. Like it'll literally like impede his progress. And on top of that, there are some things in the overworld that you might want to collect. And the only way to get said item or, you know, block, what have you, treasure chest, you know, you need to fill up that hole and then you can actually get that item. You know, it's accessible once you fill up that hole. Say, for example, these 1,000 coins from a block. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, so clearly there's incentive to getting confetti. Like, my goodness. Like I said, 1,000 coins. Progress literally being impeded unless you fill up holes. Yeah, there's incentive to fight here. And if you're able to use all that money, you know, people think the economy is going to be broken because, oh, 5 digits for coins. If you scale the cost effectively, it's not going to be that big of a deal. There's a lot of RPGs that do that correct, right? Like yen. You know what I mean? Those are my thoughts for the game for, you know, part 3 of 3. Like, this is the last video that I'm going to do about the game in terms of my thoughts on it. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to address. I think that it is a good idea. Obviously, if you have to fight, it's good. XP isn't the literal only way to make a battle system good, like rewarding. So, you know, as long as you do it correctly, you actually make something that's good, it's a good equivalent to it, it actually, you know, makes sense, then I can understand that. Then I can accept it. So yeah, I think the confetti idea is a good idea. You know, provided it's utilized correctly, it's, you know, it's done correctly. The health thing, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. I don't want it to be like Sticker Star, but if it's, you know, but if there is some player influence there, that's not Sticker Star. You can actually buy the health, you know, buy the upgrades, like, you know, the accessories, which is the perk system in this game. You know what? I'm all for it. Having companions that fight with you, and the ones that do fight actually stay there. It's not like, hey, I'm going to show up randomly, or, you know, summon, right? Olivia can do that with whatever boss you beat, which is like Mega Man-ish. So I guess I'll mention that briefly too. Yeah. So, there you go. It's a little bit of a shorter part this time. You know, I didn't want to make part 3 of 3 of my thoughts on this game too long, so I'll just stop it here. But yeah, hopefully I've said enough. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied now. Time to get this under wraps. Alright. Time to go back and upload some bug fables, I guess. Something. I don't know if I'll be able to do all the Paper Mario games in time, though. I'll tell you that. Worst case, I'll have to do them while I'm playing Origami King. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to get off topic here. I'm done said topic. So why am I continuing? I don't know. All right. Finally got this off my chest.